Today on whathifi.com we've got a bit of an exciting one for you. The PlayStation 4 is in the building. It is a prototype, so we won't be able to show it you in action, but it is the final build, so we know exactly what you'll be pulling out of the box come its UK release date on the 29th of November. So what's underneath the hood of this rather black angular casing? Well, there's an 8-core processor and 8 GB of RAM. It's actually more like a PC architecture than a traditional console, with a PC-esque AMD Radeon graphics engine. To look at, as you can see, there's no curved edges, it's all angles and straight lines, and it'll be available, to begin with at least, just in black. It can sit horizontally, so it'll fit just under your TV, or alternatively, you can stand it up vertically. There will be 500 GB of built-in hard drive for saving games, and on the front there's a physical optical drive that will support Blu-ray and DVD. When it comes to connectivity, the PS4 is no slouch either. There's an Ethernet connection for hardwiring your router, or alternatively, there's built-in Wi-Fi too. Bluetooth 2.1 is also on board, and HDMI, analog AV, and an optical digital output too. On the front you'll also find 2 USB 3.0 ports. So that's the console dealt with, but there's been almost as much talked about the new PlayStation 4 controller as the console itself. So Sony has gone for a new design in the DualShock 4 controller. While it still looks like a PlayStation controller that you might be used to, there are a few differences. For a start, the start and select buttons are now combined as one options button, and at the top there's a capacitive touch panel that'll give you new ways of interacting with games. Motion controls have been improved thanks to a new 6-axis sensor, and there's a 3.5mm headphone socket in the Control too, which can be used with a bundle mono headset. There's also a speaker in the Control too if you prefer. Each DualShock 4 controller has a light bar in it, with different lights for different controllers, to help with recognising who's who when you're playing multiplayer. It'll also be used in games to display information, so it might turn red when you're low on health, for example. Finally, there's the share button, which pushes the PS4's social aspects, such as posting screenshots and gameplay footage online in real time. Definite audio specs are a little low on the ground at the moment, but it seems it will certainly have Dolby True HD and DTS HD master audio support for Blu-ray playback. So what about the games? Well, we know that it won't be backwards compatible with PS3 gaming discs, but streaming older titles will be possible in the future. Downloading games from the PlayStation Store will be a big part of its charm, and you won't even need to wait for it to finish downloading to start playing. Sony has said there are over 140 games in development for the next-gen console, with 100 promised within the first year. Expect exclusive PS4 titles like Drive Club, Killzone Shadowfall and Knack to be available at launch, with plenty more from the big-name developers due in 2014. Excited? Well, you should be. We'll be getting our hands on a full review sample of the PlayStation 4, so we can give you our lowdown on what we think very soon.